Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. God bless us. So today we will doing a debate with theme is implementation of the family planning program in Indonesia. We have 6 people in our group. There is Ahmad Yandi Prilasandi, Nova Nurkirani, Saiful Islam, Jack Nur Pidunto Labi, Silvana Malia, and Jultriska Ratu Matasak. So let's begin.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Diandi Prilasandi from Team Contra. Family planning program needs to be removed or revised. This program has been implemented since the 1960. However, the concept is national development, which can be seen in the Law Republic of Indonesia number 52 year 2009, pondering development, population, and family development in Indonesia actually did not explain significant development plus the condition of the pandemic now. According to BPS data, Indonesia's population in 2020, official research January 2021, found 270.20 million population who experienced an increase of 32.56 million from population census 2010. So the problem in national development Indonesia continues to increase. It can be seen from national development in on expect, namely data movement in Indonesia is increasing, plus the condition of pandemic now, where in February happened 6.88 million people to 9.77 million people in August 2020. So it can be said that the family planning program is not optimal or ineffective. Thank you.
I'm Saiful Islam as the first speaker from the pro team. Family planning program has become the right policy in Indonesia, wherein its implementation has brought significant change in the process population growth that can have a positive impact on development national in Indonesia. That the relation with stating the unemployment data in Indonesia increasing. This is not solely the impact of Indonesian planning program, but also the impact of the lack of numbers, employment opportunities live in large number, and many business have been closed by the pandemic. Can be see even touch the population of Indonesia increasing but not drastically increase the matter. It can be seen from the data of Indonesian population growth rate in 2010-2020 on average. An average of 1.25% slower the period 2000-2010, which was 1,049%. The when viewed from the unemployment data quote from liputan6.com before the open unemployment epidemic continued to deadline where in February 2020 is still observed to deadlines late from 5.01% to 4.99%. Therefore, as quote from the head of the agency National Population and Family Planning, Hasto Wardoyo, said the result of this 2020 population survey need to be addressed by decision maker policy to set to that we can take advantage of the increasing population to maximize the potential of the demographic bonus through improving the quality of sourcemen. So this is an opportunity for the Indonesian people to how to improve the quality and productivity of human resource to be superior and competitive. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jultriska from Contra Team. The main, looking at the fact on the ground, participants in family planning program in Indonesia have actually experienced a decline. Reasoning, the fact is that in the minds of the current pandemic, the government is to focus on handling COVID-19 so that it the affect various aspects in explaining at the beginning of the increase in unemployment, and now this program participants have decreased. Evidence as supported by bkkbn.go.id that based on routine statistical data from the BKKBN, the achievement of the new family planning participant decreased significantly from 423,315 in March 2020 to 371,292 and 388,390 in April and May 2020 due to the pandemic. In addition, quote from lokadata.id, also in the last 5 years, the proportion of the married women who do not participate in the family planning program has slightly increased. This can be traced in the 2020 National Socio-Economic Survey. The census data show that in 2016, as many as 29.75% of the 48.32 million married women did not use family planning, are around 40.38 million people. 4 years later, the number increased to 31.3% from 49.2 million married women, or about 15.37 million women. 7 million women. Impact, so it can be said the national development in the population aspect is hampered. It can be seen from the detikhealth.com website that the head of BKKBN, Hasto Wardoyo, said directly or indirectly, the COVID-19 pandemic has had an impact on the ongoing program that the mandated by the BKKBN, namely Family Develop, Population and Family Planning, or the Prawn Kencana program. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you for your opinion. I will respond that in family planning program is hampered but does not mean the impact on more negative direction of obstacles that occur solely not due to human error factors, but there is an unexpected change that is pandemic. But that's it, does not mean we have to be silent about the situation. And the time of world population a few months ago, quote from detikhealth.com, BKKBN, in anticipating the problem that have been explained, through the movement of 1 million chapters to overcome the impact of pandemics on KB programs. As for the COVID-19 vocation of children and pregnant women, BKKBN cooperate with related agencies, local governments, and related professional organizations such as IDAA, POGI, and IBI. So they are consultation trying to raise awareness about sexual and reproductive health needs and vulnerabilities of women and children. Although the BKKBN program is hampered by positive things that can be seen before, the birth rate of babies in Indonesia continues to decline, where there are issues saying there's a baby boom now. This is seen from makassar.tribunnews.com. In November 2020, there were 172,78 babies born.
Thank you for the opportunity. So looking at the development of family planning program both during the pandemic and before the pandemic, there are still no significant change to aspect of national development in Indonesia as the goal of the program. Even though the population growth rate is surprised and is considered positive. In fact, Indonesia is still not progressing. In fact, it is said that the occurrence of various population problems such as unemployment, poverty, and others is due to the increasing number of Indonesia population. In fact, If we think that China, which occupies the first position in population density, is even more advanced. In fact, as reported by Kompas.com, Indonesia ranked 4 in population density. In fact, it can be said that it's not comparable to the population density of China as the first position. Plus, for various data that have been explained earlier regarding the data on the effectiveness of this program. Then, there is another new problem during the pandemic, which is quote from liputan6.com that there is an increasing trend of early marriage from data the Ministry of Empowerment for the Protection of Women and Children, or PPPA. The number of marriage dispensation has increased to 64,000 people. From the explained above, we can realize that the exciting problem will have an impact on another aspect, not to mention the trend of young marriage mentioned earlier, will indirectly have an impact on population growth in the future. So that is increasingly difficult for Indonesia to progress. Moreover, a few months ago, it was reported from Republika.co.id that it was increasingly difficult for Indonesia to become a developed country due to the declining grade of the World Bank report. Thank you.
So my name is Nova Nur Kirana. I'm the last speaker of Pro Team. So my opinion is family planning program policies still need to be implemented as a process progress of national development in Indonesia. It should be understood together. Every policy that is implemented, there will be a party who didn't accept, and this was caused by different backgrounds in society. So when the participant of the family planning program decrease somewhat is a natural thing, and moreover the main factor is not that they not agree that matter, then its relation to the development of a better Indonesia certainly requires a long and not easy process. In Indonesia, there are 6 official religions from Indonesia.co.id, namely Islam, Protestantism, Catholicism, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Confucianism. The number of ethnic groups in Indonesia is 1,314. Of course, there are many different understanding and belief in responding to family programs plans. Then, it needs to be clarified that total family program participant planning is a bit downhill, but the main reason isn't disapproval. Even reasons for disagreeing are decreasing. This can be tracked in the social survey national economy. Finally, we need to believe in the process Indonesia to the stage of a developed country, because it can be taken from a simple example that Indonesia is free from the cycle of colonialism. It takes a long time to countries. Even though the background of Indonesia population is different, the program is still family planning has a positive impact on population growth, because after all, as in the Pancasila ideology, namely Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, it means that even though they are different, they are still one. So that's all opinions from me.